So on this one, we have a fraction over a fraction, and we want to simplify it. So how do we do it? Well, we take the 1 on the top, and that'll be W over W squared minus 4 times, and then we grab the 1 on the bottom, we bring it up, and we're going to go times, and we're going to flip it. So it's going to become W minus 2 over 1 like that. And why do we do that? Because a fraction means divide, and dividing is upside down multiplying, right? So if you're dividing two fractions, which is what a complex fraction is, a complex fraction is a big old double-decker fraction, fractions over fractions, it's ugly, we want to simplify it. And so remember that it means divide. A big old fraction, one thing over the other means divide, and dividing is upside down multiplying. So we grab the 1 on the bottom, flip it, and change to times. Okay, so now we're multiplying these two fractions. So how do we do it? Can we just come in here? You can tell by my tone already, the answer is no. And just go W cancels one of these, and this cancels the other, and 2 goes into 4 2 times. No, what's all that? Well, that's illegal. Why is that illegal? We cannot cancel added, subtracted items, right? Can't do that. Instead, do what? Instead, factor. Remember, that's how you get around that problem. We can't go W and 2 and 4 and that kind of stuff. We can't do that because those are added, subtracted pieces. So instead, we factor. Well, what do you mean factor? What can that's just they can't factor him, and he's just W minus 2 can't factor him. But this guy you can factor. Multiply, multiply. There's the guy we can factor. That part must be factored. So how does it factor? Well, I think you know. You remember, huh? 2 parentheses, W is in the front, right? Multiply to be W squared. And 2 times 2, just didn't live here. I didn't have enough room here. Let me try this again. I need more room. So there. And there. Okay, so yeah, this is gonna factor. W times W to make W squared. 2 times 2 to make 4. To make negative 4, you need 1 positive, 1 negative. And then the other stuff, just bring it down. So you see what happened there? I factored this piece of the puzzle. Multiply, multiply, right? So it's W times W makes W squared. 2 times 2 makes 4. I got to have 1 positive, 1 negative to make negative 4. Okay, now can we cancel? Yeah, and remember, this is times 1. You can always put a times 1 if you want. That doesn't change anything. And now we can cancel W minus 2 and W minus 1. Why is it okay to cancel? Because those are multiplied. Cancel, multiply, I forgot the I. Multiplied items, right? And see now, this W minus 2, is it multiplied? Yeah, it's multiplied times 1. Really, right? There's an invisible 1 out there. So I'm canceling multiplied items, aren't I? So that's okay to do. So what are we left with then? What's left over here? Well, we're going to have an equal sign here. We're going to have a W on the top. W times 1 is just W. And on the bottom, W plus 2, right? W plus 2 times 1 is just W plus 2. And now we just cancel those W's. No, you know better than that, right? We're done right there. We can't cancel those W's because, again, the 1 on the bottom is added. So we're done right there. That's our answer. Can't cancel these because you cannot cancel added or subtracted items. So we're just done right there. What we do, we took that big, ugly, complex fraction, fractions over fractions, and we simplified it. We made it a lot smaller and cleaner. How do we do it? Dividing, a big old fraction over fraction means dividing, and dividing is upside down multiplying. So flip the 1 on the bottom over to the right and change the multiplication. And then you have to simplify, but you can't cancel added, subtracted items. Instead, you factor. So we factored the one part that could be factored. And how do you know this part can be factored? Well, it's got W squared. It's a higher power, so it can break down. And then we cross cancel, like we always do, right? We're always allowed to cancel top to bottom, straight up and down, or diagonally. We did diagonally, cross canceled. And then there's what's left, W over W plus 2. We're done.